It's Friday night, and it's time once again to tee it up between the Breakers.
Man, I was in India and watching, I think it was Glynn and Brother game last year around this time. Yeah, it was. That seemed like yesterday. Lord, it seemed like yesterday.
Fans of this time, we ask that you please rise. We honor America by standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's scores are being presented by the Glynn Academy, NJROTC. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, please remain standing for the national anthem. Performed once again tonight by the Glynn Academy marching band under the direction of Mr. Christie.
They win the end. One, two, three, 5, 12. Check.
Welcome into Glynn County Stadium. Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson, where tonight the Glynn Academy Red Terrors and the Evans Knights will be dueling it out with a playoff berth on the line, possibly for both teams, depending on what happens in some other areas with some other area games. Jermaine, good to see you again. You had a nice little walk across the field tonight, senior night, and you got to be down the field with some family.
Yeah, man, had an opportunity to be down there with my nephew. I know that this night didn't. This is kind of bittersweet for him. You know, he had an injury a few weeks back, but it was good being able to stand down there with him. My father played a pivotal role in his life, his great-grandfather. So they wanted me to be down there to represent him, but it's an honor just watching this kid grow and watching him just for 4 years, just continue to grow. And I know there's some great things ahead of him, as it is for a lot of these other seniors. You know, whether they're in the band, no matter where they are, it's just the fact that they made it to this point, and it's good for them.
Seems like yesterday, right?
Oh, man, it does. That you were suited up on senior night. That's what it feels like, you know.
And for those of you folks that don't know, Jermaine and I are both Glynn Academy alum, and we attended high school together, been friends ever since. And so, you know, here we are, an opportunity to call a big-time football game. So let me break this down for you, because this thing's going to get, I'm going to get nutty with you for a second.
Do it.
Here's the simplicity. Here's the simple part. If the Glynn Academy Red Terrors win tonight, they're in. They will be the 4th seed in the region. They will head to Rome next week to play the Rome Wolves up in North Georgia. I'll get to Rome in a minute. Here's our bracket. This is kind of what it looks like. And you'll notice Glynn /Evans /Statesboro. Here we go. All right, so if Evans wins tonight and Statesboro loses, Evans is in as the 4. Here's where things get nutty. If Evans beats Glynn and Statesboro wins against Lakeside Evans, it creates a 3-way tie between Glynn, Evans, and Statesboro. Here's the tiebreaker. Margin of victory in region wins. I've got the numbers on that too because I came prepared.
Bring it. Let's see what we're looking at.
All right, so Glynn's number, margin of victory, is 34. That number cannot change regardless. Evans' number is 28 and Statesboro's number is 26. Here's the math. What that means is that if Evans were to beat Glynn Academy tonight, Glynn's probably out, probably. Statesboro would have to beat Lakeside Evans by 3 points more than what Evans beats Glynn by tonight. You follow?
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Okay, so that's if both of those two teams score more than Glynn's number, which is 34. Long story short, if Glynn loses tonight, they are probably out. And then if Statesboro wins, and they win by 3 points more than what Evans beats Glynn, they're in. If Statesboro loses and Evans wins, Evans ends outright. If Glynn wins, and it doesn't matter what Statesboro would do. Here's another scenario on this. Statesboro's at home at Womack Field. They're hosting Lakeside Evans, who is the 2 seed in the region. There is no mobility for Lakeside Evans. They are locked in as the 2. Doesn't matter if they win or lose or anybody else wins or loses, they are locked in at the 2. Now, normally you would look at that game and you would say, well, Lakeside Evans is probably a pretty heavy favorite to beat Statesboro, even at Womack. But with Lakeside Evans being locked in at the 2 regardless, chances are their starters are probably not going to play the whole game.
Me, personally, I would be thinking that way. I know they have that quarterback that they have. He is a stud,
yes,
man. And I remember seeing him get hurt and how he played through that injury against Brunswick High and was giving Brunswick High fits. So anytime you get a chance to already have your seed secured, I'm looking at getting somebody else developed at this point.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the Rome Wolves for just a moment, who would be the opponent for whoever gets the 4 seed in this region. Obviously, it's a 1-4 game. Typically, you look at that game, the 4 typically doesn't have a very good chance of beating a 1. However, there's a little nugget here that's very interesting with Rome. Rome, they play an 18 region. They have not won a game outside of their region. They are 0-2 in their region. 1 loss is to Carrollton, which you would expect. Carrollton, a powerhouse in 6A. That's
no surprise.
Right, no biggie here.
Juju up there, yeah.
Here is the biggie. In the second game of the year, Rome lost to Toombs County. Toombs County is no slouch, don't get me wrong, but they're a single-A program, and a single-A program has no business ever beating a 5A program, especially with the tradition and reputation of Rome.
Yeah.
So maybe that region that Rome plays in isn't as strong as it could be. Therefore, maybe Rome is a susceptible and vulnerable number 1 seed for whoever gets to go up there.
And can I say this? When Glynn has traveled and played in playoff games, they somehow come out winning.
Yeah.
They find themselves inside of the second round. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's every year that it seems like they don't stop at the first round. Maybe there's a couple of years, but the years that you're like, well, they're going to go ahead and travel, play this last game, and then that's what it is. No, they find a way to win. And even right now, we're talking about this, you was giving all the probabilities and everything earlier. This is a playoff game, period.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, playoff starts tonight for Glynn.
And we'll keep you updated on what's going on up at Womack Field in Statesboro. Here's another thing that's interesting. Rocky Hidalgo is now in his 11th season at Glynn Academy. He has not once missed the playoffs. A loss tonight would mark the first time that the Rocky Hidalgo Glynn Academy Red Terrors have not made the playoffs.
So I'm hoping these boys play a little inspired tonight. If anything, just for pride, this is senior night. Win and you're in. You can squash all the probabilities and everything.
Yeah.
You know, so got kickoff here. And we're underway.
Yep, sails through the back of the end zone. The Red Terrors will take over first on offense, and they will bring the ball out to start. And we will be underway here in a key critical matchup, the last game of the year, regular season, senior night here at Glynn County Stadium.
I remember senior night, and it was always alternate uniform night. And, you know, last week they wore their all grays, and this week they are in all black, as Evans is donning their all whites, and we're set to play. Let's see what TY starts us off with here today.
Chisholm at quarterback. Stands in the shotgun motion. There's the snap. He'll hand the ball off to the right side, straight up the middle. A pickup of about 2 yards for the Glynn Academy Red Terror offense. Pretty safe call to start the game.
Yeah, I would do that. I would go in and challenge the middle of that interior defensive line just to see how we can pick up these tough yards and see what they're working with.
Now, Evans, of course, was a playoff team last year. They had the 4th seed last year, so they're trying to make back-to-back trips to the playoffs, which has not happened a lot for the Evans Knights. Handoff, they'll run it to the left side, around the edge. He got it down past the first down marker, pushed out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Big pickup, good way to use that speed going out the outside there. If anything, you might as well go ahead and see what Sean Wallace does with the ball in his hand. So good thing for Glynn to move the sticks on this first series.
Terrors huddled up, yeah. And you can see as he comes around the edge, gets a block right there. Might have even been a hold, but Glynn got away with it. Procured the edge. Big pickup, first down, Red Terrors. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, man good motion from the left to the right, the up back, and whistle stops play, flag flies.
Yeah, I got a little anxious there, the left tackle. So they're gonna march it back 5. Better do that on 1st and 10 than 3rd and 8.
1st and 15 for the Red Terrors. First down lies for them right at the 50-yard line. 11:20 here already in the first quarter. Glynn on the first offensive possession of the football game. Looks like they're going to run the same play. There's the snap. They'll bring it to the right, a little option. And it is gobbled up, got some help. And no gain there for Glynn, probably a loss of maybe 1, maybe 2 yards.
Well played. They sealed that in there. They made TY make a decision early, and even when he tried to turn it up, that just the defensive front just flowing in that direction certainly disrupted his plans.
2nd and 16 for the Red Terrors, so it is a loss of 1. Ball is spotted at the 34. They're going to stack 2 receivers to the near side. Pass, it's going to be a double pass down the middle of the field, and it's caught. First down, Red Terrors into Evans territory, tackled at about the 40. And the ball comes out, Evans recovers, official blowing it dead. They're going to say the ground was caused by a fumble.
I'm looking to see if they're trying to say if it was incomplete. Let's take a look at it.
You might be right. Let's take a look. He's got it. He turns. That's a catch. Don't you think?
If they show it again, let me see if they can show it again, because it seemed to be that as he was trying to turn upfield, he was bobbling it in his hands. His body was shielding it from our view over there, but he didn't secure it and have it into his body. That's what it looks like. So, looked like a catch, but obviously that backfield judge had a good view on it. And the other one agreed with him too.
Jermaine on top of it, calling it incomplete. It's 3rd and 16. And in motion, slot receiver. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle, conservative play call. And he's tackled for after a gain of a couple. Will bring up 4th and long. The Red Terrors will punt here on their first possession.
Yeah, well played by Evans. You know, of course, Glynn certainly could have took advantage of that trickery, that little creativity that they threw in there that would have been moving the sticks. But they're able to get their defense off the field, it looks like.
You know, what you hate is that the play was there.
Oh, man.
And so you pull it out of the bag of tricks, it works, you drop the ball, and now you can't really use it again.
Well, you know, also, there were 2 things at play. Obviously, getting the ball down the field with the pass, but Duke could have ran it for about 25 yards as well, too.
Yep, the punt is a wobbly spiral. It'll bounce at the 30, take a Red Terror roll inside the 10, and then they'll fall on the football and down it at about the 8. Well, that was some dangerous punt returning right there. Christian Scott dove on the ball at the last second inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot it at the 9. His coach is going to tell him, don't do that again.
I'm telling you, if I'm over there on the other side, if I'm the special teams coach or head coach, I'm pulling Mr. Scott aside and say, hey, man, don't scare me like that again.
So Evans will be backed up on their first possession of the football game inside their own 10. Evans has had some problems offensively this year. They've struggled a little bit. They were definitely a little bit more potent offensively last year. E.J. Hogan, their quarterback, is kind of a one-man Army Swiss knife. He does everything. Very talented kid. He stands at quarterback. A little bit of confusion. Now they get it straight on offense for Evans. Snap. They'll hand the ball off straight at the middle. Glynn Academy all over it. Nowhere to go. Loss of a yard. Actually, loss of a yard.
But like Tay Green shot that gap there, was able to get in there, get a tackle for a loss. Great way to start this off here, man. They're going to get challenged on our defensive line. They are.
And I was just going to say, that's what Evans wants to do. They want to soften up the middle and try to get to the edges. That's where their big plays occur, is when they get the ball to the edges. Hogan stands inside his 5 in the shotgun. Snap, he'll hand the ball off again, straight up the middle, and they'll bounce it off to the right. Not much running room again. They're going to lose another yard.
I don't know what Tay is doing. He is actually playing some inspired ball here, because it was the same movement. If you look at that play again, he just shifts right on there and beats his guy. Another tackle for a loss.
Braden Johnson on the carry for Evans. He's carried the ball both times so far. Junior, 5'5", 170. Not a big back at all. They're going to come out in 4-receiver set this time. High snap. Hogan brings it down. They're going to throw a screen, and there was nobody there to receive the screen. Incomplete. And that's a dangerous pass when you throw a screen and the receiver's not looking for it.
Good job of Glynn going ahead and putting up a great series here. And you know, the defensive line took care of this series themselves. You know, their back seven didn't even get that engaged, but great way to be able to step up to the challenge, and we're going to see how they feel. This should be great field position, barring some booming punt.
He'll punt it out of his own end zone. He stands on the E in terrors. There's the snap. He'll take it. A little bit of pressure, and it's a low line drive kick. It'll bounce at the 45 away from the returner. He'll pick it up on his side of the 40, return it back over midfield, and pushed out of bounds at the 45 into Evans territory. Nice little return there. It was a weird, wonky kick. Low line drive away from the returner. Did a good job of making the best out of that.
Yeah, he did. And I think for Evans, you know, just being able to secure that kickoff, you know, things could be disastrous this early, but making sure that we do go ahead and try to flip the field there. But good for that returner to be able to keep it from rolling back any farther and bring it back on this side of the 50.
Glynn will start the possession in Evans territory. 3 receivers. Chisholm in the shotgun, the snap. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle. There's a hole now. It's a race to the end zone. The 20, the 15, 10, touchdown Red Terrors.
That's what Deshaun will do for you, man. I've seen it. He's broke free on that play there a number of times, and all it took was one play and 45 yards to the house.
The Red Terrors take an early lead. Deshaun Howard on the carry for the Terrors. Give him the touchdown.
Take a look at it. I mean, that middle linebacker went to the right there, left all of that open, and I've seen him gallop like that before.
Red Terrors run that swinging gate. Now they get back in. Regular formation, and they're going to kick the extra point. The snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is good. Red Terrors take it early. 7-0 lead here in this big-time football game. Region playoff implications on the line. 7-0 Terrors.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
Hi, my name is Fred.
Mention that when we come back. And here we go. The kick is up. It'll be returned inside the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Got some running room across the 30, gets tripped up there. They'll take over about the 34-yard line. We got a UGA commit in the game, in this football game that we want to keep an eye on for the Evans Knight, right, Jermaine?
Yeah, I want to see if he's coming out. I didn't see him on that last series. Number 75, Mason Short, big guy. I remember seeing him maybe about a month or so back when they played against Brunswick High here. I tell you, when they ran on his side, they were successful. Let's see if he takes the field right now.
Yeah, we called that game together, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
I'm not seeing him.
First and 10 from the 34-yard line for Evans. Hogan stands, he'll take the snap and hands the ball off, this time to the left side. Not much running room there.
Yeah, Glynn's defensive line is getting the penetration that they need to go ahead and take control of this game here. It's always good to play with a lead and then a stout defense.
Shotgun formation. Swint rolls, and he's under pressure. He dodges the pressure. Now he tucks it and runs, and he gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, but did not quite get there under a lot of duress from the Red Terror defense.
Yeah, I mean, he could have actually had a big loss there. Still got sacked. I think they still got him behind the line of scrimmage. You can take a look at here. Actually, this is the touchdown play from earlier.
We'll watch that all day.
All day.
3rd and 11 for the Evans Knights, trying to respond to the Glynn touchdown. They're going to come out in 5 receivers. Glynn shows zone. Swint takes the snap. He looks to throw. Now he's going to be flushed to his left, and he's dropped in the backfield. Red Terror pursuit all over it.
Have a night. Is that Tay Green? Yeah, have a night, man. He already has 2 tackles for a loss and another one in a sack. He's playing like his senior night.
Early contender for player of the game.
Yes. I think he actually leads the team in sacks right now as well. So he's playing like this is his last night, potentially his last night in Glynn County Stadium.
10-yard loss on the play, forces Evans to punt it again deep in their own territory. Punter stands inside his own 10 this time. Snap, he'll take it. Gets it away. This time it's a better kick. A long spiral to go over the returner's head. What a good kick. He'll field it at the 12, try and find some running room over the 20, and he will juke and jive his way to the 30-yard line, and the Red Terrors will take over there, basically flip the field on the Terrors almost. What a great kick.
Yeah, Levante Lockett tried to do what he could with it, just to minimize that deep field positioning. But the way Glynn is actually playing right now, let's see if they can go ahead and cash in on this. They've been able to do it. I saw last week they did the same thing. They had some long gains. And let's see if they're able to do the same thing that they did last series.
Tyler Wallace is Evans' punter. We was watching him kick in pregame. He's also their kicker. He was making them from 55. Got a good leg. Red Terrors back on offense, trying to add. They'll hand the ball off straight up the middle. Nope, the quarterback will keep it. And now he's got some running room, breaks a tackle, picks up the block across the 50, and then is going to be tripped up about the 40-yard line. Big play for the Red Terrors into Evans territory.
I understand T.Y.'s reasoning of why he was actually watching that cornerback. But, man, if he would have just looked to his left, there was nobody next to him. The numbers, between him and the numbers in the hash, he had that all day long. Just looking straight at the end zone. He had it, man.
It's funny you bring that up because I thought to myself, if he goes left, it's a foot race between him and the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nonetheless, big pickup for the Red Terrors. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Glynn on the move. They're already up 7-0, 5:39 to play, first quarter. A little trickery here. They got the edge all the way around to the 30 to the 20. It's going to be a foot race, and the Red Terrors are going to win it to the pylon. Touchdown, Glynn.
Well, Sean Wallace, all you got to do, misdirection, catch him off guard. My guy has some speed there, and you saw it was sealed from the jump. Let's take another look at it.
38-yard touchdown run. They tried. They fake the option. Evans bites. They come around the other side. Touchdown, Red Terrors.
You see Deshaun Howard gets wrapped up by number 63 there. Of course, evidently they were fooled on that play there. They were looking at the ball, but not hard enough. And I would tell you right now, with these black jerseys, it's a little bit hard to pull that ball out, you know, to be able to point it out or be able to get a good eye on it.
Kick is up, and it is good. It hits the Nally sign between the uprights, and the Red Terrors take a 14-0 lead, 5:26 first quarter. All smiles right now for the Red Terrors. They try to punch their ticket into the GHSA playoffs. We'll step away on the other side of the break. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
Red Terrors kick off to Evans. Sales through the end zone, and so Evans comes out on the 21st and 10, trailing 14-0 early on here in the first quarter. It's been all Red Terrors. Swint at quarterback. He'll take the snap, hand off up the middle. Stiff arm, but nowhere to go. The Red Terror defensive line is dominating the Evans offensive line right now. Braden Johnson, the running back.
Yeah, they are having their way. They're playing the way that they need to play to certainly put this game here to bed. They can do it early if they can go ahead and keep winning in the line of scrimmage.
Evans needs to pick up a first down, a couple of first downs here just to keep their offense on the field, give their defense a rest, or they might get run out of the stadium. Tried to get a false start. Glynn did not, or an offsides. Glynn did not bite. A little bit of confusion between the quarterback and the running back. Now they get it straight. Play clock winding down. There's the snap. Handoff, and boom! As soon as he takes the handoff, Glynn Academy's defensive line is in the backfield, and now out comes the flag. I sure hope they don't get him for unsportsmanlike celebrating. That would be ridiculous.
See, I hope it's not for targeting. Let's see what the call is.
Unsportsmanlike against the Red Terrors.
That was pretty quick. Maybe he heard something down there because I didn't see that much.
You got to give the kid a leeway to make a play like that, and if he says a couple things, so be it.
It's senior night, man. I'm telling you. I'll tell you one thing. The running back's feelings not hurt.
Right.
He's more upset at his lineman right now to let him get through like that.
And the Glynn crowd is booing, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. They got to let the kids play.
I don't know that I'd have thrown the flag. That's me.
Yeah.
Statesboro and Lakeside Evans 0-0 midway through the first quarter. Good news if you're a Red Terror fan, 14-0 here. If you're a Blue Devil fan from Statesboro, the news is not so good.
Yeah.
For Statesboro to have a chance, you got to have Glynn go down.
This is Evans' first down of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, by penalty. You're right. And goes in motion now to the backfield. Swint, he's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught at the 50. Nobody's going to get him. There was not a defender within the 31520 zip code.
Great play design. What they did is they motioned that running back out, and the linebacker, I think that was, let's see, the middle linebacker there. He just got his eyes caught in the backfield. He was looking. He was spying on that running back, and that tight end that wide out just went right by him.
70-yard touchdown for Evans. That makes it a 14-6 game pending the extra point.
It's amazing how even that penalty changes things.
Bryson Crew, the reception for the touchdown for Evans. The snap, the kick is up and good. Sailed over the netting into the parking lot. 14-7, Evans answers to keep themselves in the game. I said they had to come up with something big, Jermaine. They did, and we'll step away. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
Kick for the Knights sails into the end zone. The Red Terrors will bring it out to the 20. Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson. Big implications in this football game. If Glynn wins, they advance to the playoffs as a 4 seed. They'll take a trip up to Rome to play the Wolves up in North Georgia. If Evans wins and Statesboro loses, Evans is in. If Evans wins and Statesboro wins, well, it gets complicated.
Bottom line, Glynn wins, you're in.
That's right. 14-7. Glynn scored the first 2 touchdowns of the game. Evans just answered. Glynn had been dominating the game up until that point. The snap. Glynn will hand the ball off straight up the middle, and they'll get a couple. Evans says the ball's on the ground. They have it. Let's see what the officials tell us. They do indeed. Glynn fumbles the football deep in their own territory, and Evans given a breath of life. Trailing 14-0, long touchdown run. Now they get a fumble recovery to get themselves an opportunity to get the game tied.
I'm telling you, at this point, with a tale of 2 plays here that we actually seen, the long touchdown, actually the penalty, the long touchdown, and then the defense comes out and gets a fumble recovery. And then they can be right back in this thing when it seemed like Glynn was handling Evans and looking to be on route to another route here.
That's that. I said it seemed like just a couple of minutes ago, not even that long, that if Evans didn't come up with a couple of plays, Glynn might run him out of the stadium early, and Evans has done that indeed. So here they are, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw, and they've got another man wide open downfield, and he makes the catch and stumbles short of the touchdown all the way down about the half-yard line. I guess the Glynn defense the last couple of plays have decided not to cover.
I'm looking to see, are they not actually keen? I'm trying to figure out what coverage is this man that they're playing in, because these guys are like open, wide open, nobody around them.
Nobody, unaccounted for. Evans is going to try and bang this thing home. The snap, they'll go up the middle. Glynn's defense has dominated there, and they don't get anything. They lose yardage. 1st and goal from the half-yard line turns to 2nd and goal from the 3.
See if this defensive line can bail them out right now.
Evans, I think Evans is going to have to throw the ball to get it in.
That's the way it is. It's going to be that's going to probably be their key the rest of the way here.
They are getting dominated in the trenches. And again, like you said, no Mason Short. Snap, straight up the middle, and Glynn holds. A gain of 1, maybe. 3rd and goal.
I mean, I'm actually, if I'm Glynn's coach, man, if I'm actually Rock, I'm proud of that defensive front. They are controlling what they can control. They are doing their job.
Clock ticks under 3 minutes. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line for Evans, trying to get the game tied at 14. Glynn's defensive line has dominated their offensive line, Evans' offensive line at this point. There's a movement. That's going to be false start against Evans. Oh, boy, not a good play at all for the Knights.
Yeah, if I'm Evans, you definitely want to cash in on this, and I'm talking about 7, not 3.
Well, you know what? that might not be the end of the world because they have not been able to run the ball, especially between the tackles against the Red Terrors. You take a 5-yard penalty, gives you a little bit more room to throw it.
It does, and that's why I'm not necessarily, if I'm Glynn's coach, I'm not necessarily fazed by that. I'm just trying to tell my backers and my secondary, cover. Be a blanket.
3rd and goal from the 8. Swint rolls to his right. He's going to throw it back to his left, and it is incomplete. And then I could have thrown the flag from up here, pass interference on the Red Terrors.
Yeah, I mean, he had him beat, and it looked like the cornerback was going to be in position to possibly get an interception, but they grabbed a little bit of laundry there. So let's give him a fresh set of downs.
And I wish he hadn't have grabbed him because it would have been a tough catch at the angle that he was running.
He would have had to come back to the ball a little bit.
Yeah. It bails Evans out. It will once again give them a 1st and goal. Oh, stay 3rd down, excuse me. 3rd and goal, they'll replay the down. They must have called holding instead of interference. The snap, they'll pitch it, and again, just nowhere for Evans to run. Glynn is dominating their running game right now. They cannot run the football against the Glynn front.
And I can't blame their coach for trying. Somewhere along the lines, you're anticipating getting in the end zone when you're this close.
Just can't block them.
Yeah.
Went right by big number 55. Justin Tillman could not contain the pass rush from the Glynn defensive line. They're just everywhere. They're dominating Evans' line. They're going to try and kick the field goal. Pretty good field goal kicker for Evans. Pretty much a chip shot for him. A 21-yard attempt, and it is up, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but that's a win for this defense here.
Absolutely.
Big win for this defense to be able to hold fast and certainly go ahead and make sure that we got 3.
Evans puts up a field goal. The Red Terrors still lead 14-10. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
Back here at Glynn County Stadium, Jason Bishop, Jermaine Johnson, 14-10. The Red Terrors up on top of Evans. Glynn led 14-0. Evans has rebounded, got themselves back in the game. 1:35, first quarter. The kick is a high end over end. It'll push the Glynn returner into the end zone, and Glynn will bring it out of their 20. I got an interesting fact to throw at you, not pertaining to this game, but up in Hinesville, the Brunswick High Pirates will be playing the Bradwell Institute Tigers. If Brunswick scores 42 points, they will tie the most points ever scored by a Brunswick High team. If they score 43, they'll break that record. By the way, they're averaging 42 a game.
And that's saying something, because I played against, I think, arguably the best Brunswick High team there's ever been. And they they lit up the scoreboard. That 1999 team?
Yeah. The snap, the Red Terrors will run it off the right, try to get the edge, and they will pick up some positive yardage, but couldn't quite break it. Sean Wallace on the carry for the Red Terrors.
They can't complain about a good long 3 or 4 yard carry. Say 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Right, Moore runs him out of bounds for Evans. Clock stops at 1:29, still first quarter. Seemed like we were buzzing right through the first quarter, and then like the last 4 minutes is drug.
Yeah.
And goes in motion. Glynn, and Chisholm drops the football. Fortunately, it bounces right back up to him. And then the Evans Knights will swarm him, and he'll lose about a yard.
And they're going to have to tighten that up there. Because right now at this point, they're giving it away.
They wanted. Go ahead, Jermaine.
No,
Sorry.
you can't keep them in a game like this. Let's see what's happening here with this exchange.
He just didn't catch it cleanly. He was about to, oh yeah, fake the handoff. He was going to throw it. He was trying to throw it before he had it.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 for the Red Terrors. Fortunately, it's only 3rd and 7. Could have been a lot more disastrous than that. This is 3rd and manageable still. The Red Terrors will take the snap. Chisholm looks, he takes it up the middle, breaks a tackle, and then gets hit, breaks that one, gets hit again, and then gets hit again in the backfield inside the 20-yard line. Kept breaking tackles, but there was another white jersey after another white jersey after another white jersey.
Yeah, but you got to keep going forward. You can't go backwards, man. I mean, if you look at it, when he turns it up here.
Right there. Yep, went backwards.
Yeah, I understand trying to make a play there, but man, you actually have more chance breaking the tackle going forward. I mean, you were running back into, you know, the defender. So I'm sure he's going to get that right. He's going to get that corrected.
Doug Tucker in for the Red Terrors to punt the snap. Evans has 2 defenders standing back at the 40. It's a high end over end. It'll take a Red Terror bounce over the 40. That will conclude the first quarter as the buzzer goes off. And the ball will trickle over the 35 into Evans territory, and that's where they'll take over in the second quarter. We've played one. It looked like we might have a Glynn blowout, but Evans responded, got themselves back in the game. Glynn leads it 14-10. You're watching the Continental Sports Network. And we'll stay right here to the beginning of the second quarter. Student of the game. Trinity Fusilier is the student of the week for this week. Fans, it's time to present the chat. This is presented by the Chapel for the fans. She will be gifted a gift card from Wake Up Coffee for being the Glynn Academy Student of the Week, sponsored by our friends at the Chapel.
Love seeing this all year. One last time. Engaging the student body, getting them some wake up in them.
The Frederica Academy Knights are on the road over in Wintersville and Valdosta playing the Valwood Valiants in the GISA first round of the playoffs. Frederica a huge underdog, and we're going to the second quarter over there. Valwood 7, Frederica 7.
How about that? They always play Frederica pretty tough and give Frederica fits. Hopefully they come on out of there with a win tonight.
Knights are a very young football team. Going to Valdosta and winning that game would be a tremendous, huge upset too. Hand off to the left side once again. Nowhere to run for Evans.
Yeah, Glenn's not having it on the line tonight, on the defensive line.
Yeah, you and I talked about it in the break. At some point, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm just like, hey guys, look, we're going to throw it about 60 times tonight.
I'm looking at it. Their quarterback will have one of those, you know, as far as the ice slings like pitchers will have, because his arm is going to be tired tonight. If they want to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 12. I don't know that they've gained any yards positively rushing the football. I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either.
Snap, this time they're going to throw it, and they throw it downfield. This is where they're most successful at, and it is through the hands of the receiver, incomplete. Good man-to-man coverage down the field for the Red Terrors.
Yeah, for a minute I thought that he got a little early, but you know, good for him to actually just stay step with him.
Irvin Rowe on the coverage for the Red Terrors.
Take a look here. Actually, yeah, he grabbed his jersey, got away with one then.
We'll take it. 3rd and long once again for the Evans Knights. This has been a familiar theme for their offense so far. And they've still been able to muster 10 points. Of course, a Glynn fumble and a big play so far for Evans. 2 uncovered passes, by the way. How big was that play earlier where the receiver stumbled at the 1-yard line and didn't score? They didn't get the touchdown, got a field goal instead.
Yeah.
Complete to the 40, tripped up there. He's going to be a good 5.5 yards short of the first down. See if Evans decides to roll the dice here if they punt it away here at midfield.
Now, I think right now it's about field position. They want to pin them deep. I probably would have took a chance at it because when they put the ball in the air, some good things been happening for them.
Their offense is still out there, Jermaine. They're trying to get Glynn to jump. Glynn jumps as a first down. They'll probably try and use all of the play clock to see what they can manipulate the Red Terror defense to do. And I doubt they have any intention of that. Oh, they do snap it, and they hand it off, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Great googly-moogly. If you're going to go for it on fourth down, you've had zero success running the football, so what do? Let's run the football.
I mean, even right now, a reverse is not fooling this defensive front because they're pushing the offensive lineman in the backfield. This guy had no room to run.
I think the running back looked confused. He didn't even know that he had the football or didn't know where to go. He looked very confused after he took the handoff. Nonetheless, the Red Terror offense will take over in Evans territory at the 42.
I saw Rock just go into the huddle and speak to the guys. I can only imagine what he's saying. Come on, let's go ahead and put some more points on the board.
I might take a shot deep here on the Red Terrors.
Why not? You haven't done it already.
And goes in motion, left to right. Chisholm takes a snap. Got some running room up the middle. He'll take advantage of it, pushes it close to the first down marker. About the 32-yard lines where they'll mark him down to be second and short for Glynn.
There you go, T.Y. North and south to secure that ball. I wonder how that light being out there is affecting visibility in this area there.
Right, so we've got a light tower that's out right there on that side of the field, on the far side of the field. So if it looks a little dark there, your eyes aren't deceiving you. It is a little dark there. So that's a great question, Jermaine, especially if the ball gets in the air. Handoff straight up the middle. First down for the Red Terrors to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I like that. Deshaun Howard's not shying away from contact. He goes and pushes that defender back. First down. First and 10, Glynn.
We roll toward 9.5 minutes before we hit halftime.
Take a look at that again. It almost looked Herschel Walker-esque against Tennessee.
Nice.
Except the man was able to stay on his feet.
Ball's at the 27. They'll hand the ball off, a little misdirection. And they will get the ball over the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Glynn's OC has to be proud of what he's seeing here. I mean, they're running at will. They hadn't put the ball in the air as much. But this is how you want to control the game on the ground.
It's that old adage, right? You're averaging 8 yards a run, and somebody in the stand says, "Throw the ball, coach."
No. They don't know ball. I'll tell you that much at that point.
3 receivers set for the Red Terrors. Man goes in motion. They will once again hand the ball straight up the middle, and this time there is no running room. Evans brings a linebacker blitz, and they stop the play right there. Elijah Briley in on the tackle with Andino Badil.
Great call. I love the way that this one, watch the linebacker.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day, get more white jerseys around that black jersey there. Why not? Gang tackle.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8 for the Red Terrors. See what they want to do. Snap, they're going to run a little option. There's the pitch. That's a race to the first down marker, and I think he's going to be a yard short. I don't think he quite got there. Let's see what the officials say. They're going to say 4th down.
Yeah.
Looked like he had the edge, and a great pursuit tackle by the Evans defense will keep the Red Terrors away from a first down and extending the drive. Man, what a great tackle that was.
That was. But this thing I know, they're going for it.
Johnny Moore, 4th and 1 for the Red Terrors. They're going to come out and go for it instead of electing for a field goal. 1 yard, Rocky says, let's go get it. Man in motion, there's the snap. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle. They didn't get it.
Man.
They didn't get it. So Evans turns the ball down over on downs to the Red Terrors. Favorable field position, and Glynn cannot capitalize as they return the favor by turning the ball over on downs right back to Evans.
Man, I was sure that they were going to get positive yardage on that, but, well played.
Bryson Crew in on the tackle.
These guys are not going away. They're not going away no time soon.
Ball's inside the 20 at the 19, so not the best of field position for Evans, so you can kind of understand why Rocky Hidalgo decided to go for it there.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing too. You've been running the ball well all game. I don't like this.
And comes in motion from Evans. There's a snap. They'll hand the ball off to the left side. And finally a positive gaining running play for the Evans Knights. They picked up a whole 2 yards. Maybe they give them 3. All right.
Yeah, and I mean, I just said I didn't like it because it looked like from a coverage standpoint, man, Glynn needs to have somebody patrolling the middle of the field. And they're stretching them out wide, and I sure thought that they were going to throw the ball downfield because it's been working for them. Maybe they're still trying to establish some kind of run game here.
Not giving up on it.
No, they're not.
They even gift wrapped them an extra yard, give them 4 on the play.
Yeah. Ain't nobody in the middle of the field. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. I was going to say a cover 0 for Glynn.
Yeah.
Now the defensive backs drop back. Same type of formation. They'll run a jet sweep. He breaks a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and just once he gets through that, not a lot of running room, he'll pick up 2. He'll bring up a 3rd and about 4 for Evans.
Yeah, they were able to turn that back in. He just escaped that outside linebacker's breach right there.
Juggled the ball a little bit after guys he got it too. Third and 3. Evans is going to go 4 receivers, 2 to the near side and 2 to the far side. Glynn showing man-to-man. Showing blitz from the linebacker spots. Now they back out. I think Glynn's blitzing. Yep, here they come. There's the snap, and they hand the ball off. No quarterback keeps it. Doesn't really matter. He's still not going to get there. That looked like a busted play to me.
Yeah, looks like they were about to do a draw. I mean, I thought that they would have probably tried to throw it.
Jackson Swint ended up holding the football, and to me that doesn't make a lot of sense as a play call. I don't feel like that you've thrown the ball well enough or enough for a draw to be successful there.
Yeah, and I mean it was a low snap there, but it looks like he was getting ready to do his jab, step back, and then go ahead and try to get positive yards.
About 5 minutes left here before we reach the half. Glynn's returner stands at the 30.
Looks like they're going after it.
Wallace to punt for Evans. He's standing between the 11 and the 12. Evans runs a man on late.
Do I follow the ball when it goes up?
And a stoppage of play here.
That ball moves so quick.
Flag down, delay penalty against the Knights.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if they had all their time.
Well, they ran a man on late, so obviously they were trying to rush and they didn't get it off. Back him up 5 more yards, and so now the punt returner will stand at his 6, or excuse me, the punter, Wallace, will stand at his 6-yard line to punt it away. Snap. Glynn does not come. It's a low end-over-end kick. A bounce in Glynn territory, and then take a red terror bounce the other way, and it'll be down by Evans at about the 43-yard line. Glynn will take over their own territory, 4 minutes and change.
Yeah, I'm sure that Glynn would love to get another score before going in for halftime. Let's see what kind of drive they put together right now. Let's see if they can get a little bit of momentum back on their side.
I feel like, you know, Jermaine, to be honest with you, I feel like another touchdown, making the game 21-10, 2 possessions for Evans. The way they're running the football, which is non-existent, I feel like would be a really big boost for the Red Terrors going into the half.
They need it. They need it. They started out very strong and been kind of dragging here a little bit later, but
Chisholm lets one fly down the field, and it is dropped. Good coverage right through his hands. He could not hold it. Sean Wallace had it hit his hands, couldn't bring it in.
Let's see if we take another look at it, a closer look. Beautiful ball, man, that he threw.
Got it up, lots of air for the receiver to run underneath. He did have a step on the defensive back, Christian Scott, in coverage for Evans.
I was hoping it was one of those things where the defensive back got his hand in there at the last minute instead of it just going through Sean Wallace's hands.
And there's a timeout on the field. Glynn Academy wants to stop and talk about it with 4:23 left. Rocky does not look happy.
This is one of them call-outs they had to one of those timeouts they had to call because somebody wasn't in place.
When the hat comes off, Rocky's not a happy camper.
We're going to take a few socials here. Let's see, from JJ says, let's go GA. Let's see, it said that UGA commit is a huge dude. I wonder if he will play. Yeah, I hadn't seen him yet, Nettie Wall. That's what I was looking for. Tuning in from Okinawa, Japan. Happy early birthday, Marines. Let's go GA all day, William Newburn. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
First set. Up back switches from the left to the right. And the buzzer goes off here inexplicably. And they're going to call a false start on the Red Terrors. Back it up 5 more yards. 2nd and 10, turns to 2nd and 15. I didn't even see the flag thrown on the far side.
Me neither.
But he did throw it.
Nothing jumped out at me, I guess, as far as motion. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see it either, right? But our eyes are old, Jermaine.
Yeah. We were talking about that, you know, going to Glynn, and that was 24, 25 years ago.
Well, remind me, brother. I got gray hair that'll tell me.
Yeah.
Chisholm rolls to his right. He's under pressure, dances. Now he just heaves one up into a whole bunch of traffic, and it is tipped, and it is caught. A race to the end zone. The Red Terrors will win it, but hold your horses. I believe that's going to come back. I saw pass interference on the offense.
Yeah.
Jermaine, is that what you saw?
That's what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, he shoved him. He shoved the defender.
Flags all over the place. Good catch, though.
Yeah, good catch. I know both of them were going up for it, but he was just a little too aggressive there. It's a fine line between assertive and aggressive.
T.J. Brunson on the reception for the Red Terrors, at least for now.
I'm just glad T.Y. got it out of his hands.
Man, boy, he just heaved this thing, and when he let it go, there was a wall of white jerseys right there, and then there's not.
Yeah.
The push knocks over 2 people.
Good concentration, though.
Break for the Terrors, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Push the Terrors way back inside their own 25.
So at this point, it seems like Glenn's biggest opponent is wearing black and red right now.
To get a first down, they've got to get the ball all the way into Evans territory over the 43-yard line, or the 47-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, let's start dialing up these big plays again.
2nd and 30. 2nd in the St. Simons Island Causeway. There's the snap, handoff straight up the middle, nowhere to go. Big number 67 wraps up the ball carrier and will bring him to the ground. Gregory Williams, defensive tackle.
Yeah, I was checking to see if Deshaun Howard even had the ball secured. Take a look at it, because something was slow developing about that.
Yeah, he juggled it there. Ball must be slick. We've seen that a lot tonight.
Yeah, well, it's pretty humid out here for a November day. You know,
it's pretty warm.
It is.
Normally by this time you're, wrapped up in at least a jacket.
I'm saying, we're up here in T-shirts.
I'm in flip-flops, brother. Snap, taking the edge, breaks a tackle. Now he cuts it back to the middle, and Sean Wallace is off to the races. Can he outrun the safety? Still going, the linebacker's got the best shot. He's not gonna get him. Big, huge touchdown run for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. Big, big play there.
And best of all, no laundry on the field right now. This is gonna stay.
No flags. Sean Wallace showed us some jet speed, burner speed right there.
Watch this. A man sees that seat parts, he takes off. One jab step. Not many of them gonna catch him on this field here.
77 touchdown-yard run, 77-yard touchdown run by Wallace.
All you saw was flashes of green just then.
Man, he's fast.
Yeah.
Reminds me of you back in the day.
Ooh, man, look here. My starter wasn't that good.
Kick is up, and it is good. And the Red Terrors take a 21-6 or a 21-10 lead. You're watching the Continental Sports Network. 21-10, Red Terrors on top.
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
Kickoff by the Red Terrors, and Evans will take over on the 21-yard line. 3:09 before we hit the half. The Red Terrors have extended their lead out to 21-10, 77-yard touchdown run by Sean Wallace, and he just outran the entirety of the Evans Knights secondary once he got in the open field.
Yeah, all they saw was the back of that jersey, man, and that green spat on his feet.
He broke a lot of tackles before he got to the open field. There's the snap straight up the middle. Ooh. Nowhere to go. Big time hit there. And that's been the case all night. Evans, the running backs will take the handoff and run into a big black wall.
Coach Rock has to be proud of that defensive front, man. They are playing some lights out ball.
They've dominated the entire first half. Evans has not been able to do anything on the ground.
I think I just got a visual of Mason Short, man. He's over there with a white jersey with shorts on right now. So he's not playing ball tonight, which is favorable for Glynn.
Maybe a little nagging injury for Mason.
Yeah.
There's the snap. This time they're going to throw it. It's caught over the middle and tackled right there at the 25. It'll be a gain of about 4 yards. A flag came out.
I think we're going to have a holding in the back.
It is against Evans. It looks like you're right. It looks like it's a hold against Evans.
Let's see, I think.
Right there.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Either he grabbed his jersey or grabbed face masks.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do it, go all out. Don't halfway do it.
Yeah, if you're going to protect your quarterback, man, make sure that you get that guy, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be good to keep him squared up, but, man, make sure you keep your quarterback upright.
Third down for the Evans Knights.
They declined that, okay.
Penalty takes the ball to the 25-yard line.
21-10 Red Terrors. And as you can see on the screen, Lakeside Evans leads Statesboro at Womack Field 17-0. So Lakeside Evans has come out and put 17 points while shutting out the Blue Devils to this point in their football game. Very favorable for the Evans Knights because Statesboro does not matter to Glynn. If Glynn wins, they're in. Evans has got to have Statesboro lose and win this game to get in outright. So that's good news for Evans.
Good news, but they on the other side, the wrong side of the score here.
It's like good news in Statesboro, but the game they're in doesn't favor them.
Yeah, and right now that doesn't surprise us with Lakeside, the way they've been playing this year. And we were talking about it earlier. Do they rest their starters with a secure number 2 seed?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like they probably rested them tonight.
Yeah. Of course, Brunswick has already wrapped up the 1 seed and won the region. They will host Villarica next week. And then in the second round, things get a little dicey for the Pirates. They will more than likely be hosting here at Glynn County Stadium. They'll be hosting the Coffee County Trojans, who are the 3 seed out of Region 2.
I think Brunswick is just focused, let's get out of round 1.
The Brunswick High Pirates have not been out of the second round playoffs, or in the second round of the GHSA playoffs since 1999. That's the last time they got out of the second round.
And they've had some good teams.
Pass is complete over the far sideline. Taylor, the ball carrier.
They Take a look at that.
7-yard pickup on the
Go ahead and do
play
that.
for a first down.
Throw and catch,
Extended
right?
sweep. Yeah, it's basically like a big tall sweep.
Richard Ward on the tackle for the Red Terrors. Trying to get a free 5. The Red Terrors did not jump with the clap.
Way to be disciplined here.
They'll reset it. They've got 3 receivers all stacked over there on the far side of the field. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle, and once again, nowhere to go for the Evans Knights. Give them credit. They're persistent.
Yeah, but that has to be frustrating for their offense coordinator or head coach, because I know from what I've seen with this team here, that's what they like to do. They like to run the ball. See the way those guards and that tackle they're pulling from that left side? They're a pretty confident team in their running ability, and it's just not working for them tonight.
And Evans has tried everything they can think of: counters, draws, traps. They've run jet sweeps. None of it has worked. They've tried different ball carriers. Nothing has been. They have allowed them to run the football effectively against the Red Terrors. 1 running play the entire first half for positive yardage. 1.
Just one. And you know, the last time that I saw them, they had a different guy in their quarterback. I forgot my guy's name that they had.
E.J. Hogan.
E.J. Hogan. And Hogan he kept Brunswick high on their heels.
He's a very athletic quarterback, dual threat kid. I was surprised not to see him start, because for sure, I knew he was a starting quarterback for the Evans Knights. He hasn't been on the field either. You kind of wonder if maybe he's got a little nagging injury as well. Those are 2 big losses coming into the game for the Evans Knights when the playoffs are on the line and you don't have your best offensive lineman and your starting quarterback isn't playing.
Yeah, they needed them. They really needed them tonight.
2nd and 13 for the Evans Knights. 1:55. There was a timeout on the field, so the clock's not going to run. There's the snap. They're going to throw it. It's a screen. It's caught and then dropped. Incomplete. A little bit of a surprise for those folks that love high school football like Jermaine and I. We kind of watch everything that goes on. At the half, Metter and ECI. ECI is up on top of Metter. Of course, Metter has not lost a game since the first game of the year. They are the #1 seed in their region. This would be a little bit of an upset.
Yeah, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think ECI lost to the Bucks, McIntosh, in overtime.
Yeah.
Then Metter came in, beat McIntosh. So it's kind of like everybody beating up on each other right now.
That's a tough region.
It's a tough region, yeah.
That's a tough Jenkins County, MCA, Metter, ECI.
Clinch is in that as well, too, I think.
Brutal, yeah. Brutal, brother. There's the snap. They'll hand the ball off to the left side. This time he breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he'll be spun out of bounds, almost to the 40, maybe the 38. The second time they've gained positive yardage on a running play. It will bring up a 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Got to punt it if you're Evans here.
Yeah, I think Coach Hidalgo has called the timeout, but I'm sure Evans right now is being a little conservative and just trying to get inside the locker room and regroup.
Lockie's thinking about getting more points on the board. Levante Lockett back to return for the Red Terrors. He stands inside of his 25-yard line. Wallace to punt for Evans. He'll stand at the 23. Snap. Red Terrors are coming. He gets it away. It's a line drive kick, low line drive. It'll bounce. Taken at the 25 to the 30, still on his feet to the 40, to the 50, to the 40. There's nobody there. Down the sideline, the Red Terrors are going to return the punt for a touchdown.
But that is looking to come back. They got a little loose laundry on the field there in midfield. So let's see what this is about.
And there is a flag down at about the 45-yard line on the Red Terror side of the field.
Great return, too.
Good job by the special team. You know, you had that low line drive kick, so you got a chance to kind of have everything in front of you.
I'm wondering, does Lockett, is he a shortstop? Because, I mean, he feels those balls clean.
Right.
The ones I'm trying to say, get out of the way.
Well, let's see what the white hat tells us. This will be offsetting penalties. One against the Red Terrors, one against running into the kicker by the Red Terrors, and hands to the face by Evans. They'll re-kick this thing, so wipe the touchdown off the board. That would have been a backbreaker.
Let's see if Lockett got another one in him. That was a long run.
2, 3 hopper to him.
That's a punt return man who wants to take full advantage of his opportunities.
And I'm sure the Terrors will probably bring the heat again. Wallace barely got that thing out of there, was so rushed. You know, he hit a line drive to second. Low line drive kick. He couldn't have gotten more than 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's in danger, you know, clocking somebody right in the face mask. He's just trying to make sure that he can get the ball out. Let's see what the confusion is about.
Evans' coach is on the field asking questions.
2 different penalties on the play, running into the kicker against Glynn. And also a block in the back against Glynn. So both flags on Glynn.
Yeah, they got to make that right. And both of the flags are on.
So they're not offset.
Yeah, they're not
I
offset.
stand corrected.
But no, that's what the head judge, field judge, that's what he actually signaled.
So that will be a first down for Evans if that's right.
Yeah, they got it right.
Okay. So Evans' offense stays on the field, and let's see where they mark the football to. A lot of confusion. Okay, now I think we're ready. The ball is put down at the 42-yard line on Evans' side of the field. Minute 26 here before the half. 21-10, Red Terrors on top. With a win, the Red Terrors punched their ticket to the GHSA playoffs and a trip to Rome next week. Snap, Swint rolls, looking, under pressure, and is drilled from behind. The ball comes out, and Glynn lands on it. They're going to say he was down.
Tay Green is playing like Joe Green tonight. That's two sacks, 4 tackles for a loss.
Swint shows some toughness by getting up after that because he took a lick.
Yes, he did. That left tackle barely even touched Tay Green coming around the side.
I think that was a fumble.
That was a fumble.
6-yard loss on the play.
Evans gets the call, gets a break. Clock rolls under a minute now. 2nd and 10, well, 2nd and 15. Swint stands in the shotgun, does his clap thing. Glynn does not jump. 4 receivers, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. Running back stands beside him. There's the snap, and the flag comes out. They're going to get him for a false start.
Yeah.
Took too long with all that.
Yeah, I think that left tackle was trying to get himself ready for that speed rush again.
Procedure penalty on the nice.
Christian Bland, the kid that moved. I mean, you had him down there forever. At some point, you got to snap the football.
You got to. I mean, the anticipation is high right now. Glenn's, their defensive line has all the momentum on their side, man. They're playing very good ball right now. And that last sack, that came off of his side, so he was trying to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Evans has got to be careful here. 2nd and 21. There's only 30 seconds, under 30 seconds to go in the football game. I wouldn't get too cute. Run and get to the locker room. Snap. Nope, they're going to throw it. Under pressure again. Swint.
Tay Green again. Watch the move.
Man, for his life. He's sacked back at the 20 by Tay Green.
Run this back. Watch what he does. Fires off the ball. Great move on that guard. I mean, you would have thought that this.
He panicked.
Yeah.
That will end the half mercifully. Despite the fact Evans has got 10 points, this half was dominated by the Red Terrors. Well, 21-10, Glynn Academy on top. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County athletic system and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County athletic system and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
What is better on a fall weekend in Glynn County than high school football? It's a tradition. Many memories have been built here over the years. I'm Josh Wills, and here at Clearview Services, we are big fans of tradition. We believe in honesty, hard work, building long-term relationships, and doing our job right the first time. If you are in need of exterior washing or window cleaning this fall, give the company that believes in old-fashioned values and has been serving Glynn County since 2007 a call. Go Terrors!
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
Hi, my name is Freddie Sams. I'm the president of International Longshoremen Association, Local 1423 here in Brunswick, Georgia. As our members believe in the power of teamwork and dedication, that's why we're honored to sponsor these talented athletes of Glynn County as they work hard both on and off the field to make this season unforgettable.
As a proud supporter of the Glynn County Athletic System and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, I'm Will Duckworth.
And I'm Leanne Duckworth with Duckworth Properties. When it comes to real estate, whether you're buying or selling, let our expert knowledge take you to the end zone.
Because working with Duckworth Properties is always a touchdown. Go Terrors!
Back here at Glynn County Stadium, the Glynn Academy Red Terrors up 21-10 over the Evans Knights. We're just a few minutes away from the kickoff for the second half. And as this game winds down, we've told you, Glynn Academy win. They punched their ticket into the GHSA playoffs as a 4 seed. And Jermaine, we're going to take a look here in just a moment at what the playoff brackets look like. And so, you'll find the Glynn Academy folks, Glynn Academy /Evans/Statesboro. They'll head up to Rome to take on the 1 seed. I think Rome is vulnerable. I'll be honest with you. I think Rome is vulnerable because all of their wins are region wins. We talked about this in the open. Jermaine, they got blasted by Carrollton. Okay, right? Carrollton's a 6A powerhouse, but they lost to single-A Toombs County. I'm not taking anything away from Toombs because they're having a great year in single-A, ranked inside the top 10 if I'm not mistaken. Toombs is a good football team, but they're a single-A football team. Never in any case, in my opinion, should a single-A football team be able to beat a 5A school because of the depth. Yeah. Especially a 5A school that's a 1 seed.
And you look at Rome. Rome has, for a while now, they've been a good program. So I think this is more of a down year. So them being susceptible to, hosting a 4 seed and getting beat, this is probably the year for it to happen. And we've got a little correction to make here. We've got the 2 seed is Coffee. That's actually inaccurate. The 2 seed is actually Thomas County Central. So even if the Glynn Academy Red Terrors find a way to upset Rome in the first round, if their Glynn Academy holds on and this holds for tonight 21-10, they'll get Thomas County Central in the next round, in the second round. And while I feel Rome is susceptible, I don't think Thomas County Central is. Yeah. In the second round, that'd be a tough matchup for whoever gets there, even if it is the Red Terrors. So at this point, this is where Glynn starts playing some of their best ball. Like I said, to me, it's no surprise if they make it out of the first round. Every time that I thought that they probably weren't going to make it out of the first round, they have. And we talked about the Brunswick High Pirates earlier. Brunswick High has not been out of the second round of the playoffs since 1999. That's how long it's been. Jermaine and I were still in high school. Yeah. 1999 was the last time the Pirates advanced to the Elite Eight. And they win the region. They've got a very elite offense. I don't think anybody can argue with that. I even said, Jermaine and I had this conversation months ago where I thought, hey, man, I'm looking at Brunswick. I think they're at least an Elite 8 team. And then the brackets come out, and in the second round, they're probably going to draw Coffee County. They haven't beaten Coffee County since the 80s. Yeah, and that's just a tough draw. And Coffee's playing some good ball right now. The one thing about it, the skilled players that Brunswick plays that they have this year, and that defense right now, it's been pretty lights out ball that they've been playing. And I will say, just looking at Brunswick's teams, in the past, the offense has been strong. Defense, not so much. This year they're a little bit more balanced. The kick for the second half, Glynn kicks to Evans, and it will be fielded in the end zone, and the Evans Knights will start the second half offensively from the 20-yard line, trailing 21-10. Trying to get some points on the board, get themselves back to within a score of the Red Terrors here. Yeah, they got to make it count on this drive here to stay in this game. It's a big drive, isn't it? Big drive, huge drive here. Evans huddles up before their offense comes out on the field. And we've got an update on the score up in Statesboro. It's now 24-0 Lakeside Evans. Third quarter, 6 minutes to go. So it's looking like more and more Statesboro's not going to be a factor in this thing. Winner of this game is going to get in. Well, Lakeside plays well on the road. I've seen that 2 times here in this stadium here, so it's no surprise. Snap, they'll hand the ball off. What it looks like to amount to a jet sweep, it will pick up a couple, and it will be stopped right there. They come out running. We've seen the success that they've had throwing the ball in the first half, in the second quarter. So maybe they're trying to just get this thing established for good so they can at least have some kind of, not be one-dimensional in this half. Antonio Taylor, the ball carrier, it's the first time he's carried the football, so they're trying to make different running backs here. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Evans. And comes in motion. There's the snap. They're going to throw it. It is complete out in the flat.
And they will pick up yardage close to the first down marker around the 30-yard line. The pass is complete to DJ Lewis.
Yeah, they motioned him across, and basically it was like a toss. I mean, they were able to get him out there in space, and he was able to convert.
They did give Evans the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10. And Evans is now moving the football. Ball is squarely across the 30. There's the snap, and they'll hand the ball again, straight up the middle. Not much running room, but there's a gain of a yard before they blow the whistle dead.
And they put up a wall there. They're trying to, of course, Glynn trying to make sure that hey, let's do this again. Let's do what we did in the first half and make sure that they don't make it easy for them to run it on.
I want to thank Travis Bilger, by the way, who is the play-by-play man for the Statesboro Blue Devils, and is also for the Bishop Media score thread. And he is going to provide us score-by-score updates for this game so we can bring it to you as far as what's going up on Statesboro. Thanks, Travis.
Great tackle in space there, man. Good. That was a way to read that all the way. I think they may have gotten it gone out of that.
Well, that's what they wanted to do, put the ball in the flat, get him in some space, and make him miss. Make a guy miss, couldn't do it. Glynn Academy's been airtight defensively tonight.
They have. It's just they've been a little bit susceptible when it comes down to deep ball. But for everything they've been able to keep in front of them, they've been tackling well tonight.
Jameer Williams there on that solo tackle for the Red Terrors. 3rd and 6 now for Evans. We've rolled inside of 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Finally, the snap. Quarterback's going to throw, and he'll heave one deep. He's got a step, and it is caught at the 40, and he will get tackled about the 25-yard line. We'll see where they put it down. And Jermaine, you called it fresh out of your mouth. The words fall out, and Evans goes deep and burns the Red Terrors again down the field.
And I know Glynn they want to at least free these guys up to just pin their ears back and go get that quarterback. So they've been doing a lot of man. But right now, it seems to be cover 3, or at least cover 2, is going to give them a chance against the deep ball.
Christian Scott on the reception for Evans, and now they're in business, and Glynn shows blitz. Swint looks over the sideline. I think they're going to change things up protection-wise to try and pick the blitz up. Glynn changes defensive formations. They bring it from the outside, and Evans runs it right where they were, and they're not there anymore, and it's going to result in an Evans touchdown to the pylon. Outran the safety, Braden Johnson, and all of a sudden, Evans, their offense, who has looked futile in the first half, they march right down the field and run the ball down Glynn's throat.
Beautiful drive here. A lot of credit to Evans' game plan coming out. This is how you want to start off the second half, especially when you're down. And right there, that was just some great blocking. He had nothing but green in front of him, and he outran the nearest guy. Hats off to Evans on this drive here. This is how you come out. This is how you have your team respond.
Ending the extra point now, 21-16. Evans does exactly what they needed to do. The kick is up, and it is good. 21-17 now. Evans gets to within a score. Well, step away. You're watching Continental Sports Network.
You've got a super important business thingy with lots of hungry mouths to feed. Worry not, Jimmy John's Catering has you covered. With sandwiches, new wraps, sides, and desserts for any occasion. Crisis averted, business as usual, no problemo. Jimmy John's Catering, order online or on the app.
J&J Tire and Service proudly supports Glynn Academy football.
Welcome back to Glynn County Stadium. Jason Bishop, Jermaine Johnson. 21-17. Evans puts up a quick touchdown to start the second half, and they've gotten themselves back in the ball game. Quick score up from Hinesville. The Brunswick High Pirates lead that game 29-6. Of course, Bradwell already eliminated, and Brunswick's already got the 1 seed locked up, so that game really means nothing, except for Brunswick's going for an all-time season scoring record.
Yeah, they've been putting up a lot of points this year. They just got the right skill guys in place, man, and their defense has been playing great. And we've seen a lot of good football out of them at this field here this year and on the road.
Evans will kick off to the Red Terrors. See if the Red Terrors can answer to push their lead back out to a 2-score lead and try and keep the game comfortable for them. And whistles blow. We might have had an offsides on the kickoff.
Yeah,
you don't see it a lot, Jermaine.
No. Guys maybe a little bit amped up. They're back in this game here. And, you know, conversely, we said that this drive here for Evans was going to be very important, and it was huge. And they lived up to their task. I think the same thing for Glynn here. They have to answer. They have to answer because I think that they're letting these guys, they're letting Evans right in the game.
We're rolling into playoff season, and Jermaine, while we got huddled, I'm just going to ask you a question. I'll tell you what I think, and then I'll ask your opinion. In my opinion, going into the 5A playoffs, Lee County is my favorite to win the whole thing. You?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just thinking about that running back, Cromer. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
That kid is a beast. I mean, he's a Georgia commit, and he's one of the better backs that we've seen, but then they just play great ball there in Lee County.
Defensively, they are very good.
Yeah.
And the kick, same thing. Low line drive end over end, and it will go into the end zone, and the Red Terrors will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 21-17, Glynn up on top here. Again, with what's going on up in Statesboro, Lakeside Evans is handling the Blue Devils of Statesboro, and so if Statesboro loses, it's a straight win and in for this game here. Glynn wins, they're in. Evans wins, they're in if Statesboro goes down.
That's why for Glynn, lock it in, take care of business. Let's go ahead and eliminate a lot of the ifs, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and all that kind of stuff. Let's just play ball tonight.
It tears on offense. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, still fighting for yardage all the way close to the 25. They'll mark him down at the 24, gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, this is where you want to see Glynn's offensive line here just straight play nasty. And I'm talking about well within the rules, but just dominate, man. You got to go ahead and give Deshaun Howard a chance to be able to get a good full head of steam. He's a big back. Let him go.
This is where you want to see one of those 12 plays, 80-yard drives, and you ran the ball 8 of the 12 plays.
Yeah.
There's the snap, and they will toss it. Wallace coming around the edge. He'll get to the edge, and he'll get bounced out of bounds at about the 35. It'll be another first down for the Red Terrors. And there it is. Just keep moving the sticks.
I think it was the second play of the first half that they ran that, and certainly it was a big game. In addition to the 70-plus yard touchdown that he ran.
Yeah.
You know, that works for him. Speed on the outside. But I'm with you. You got to have you a good, if you can get a good 10-play, 12-play drive out of this and end it with a touchdown, things are looking good for you.
And man in motion. They're going to throw it this time. Heaves one down the field step for step, and it is underthrown, incomplete. Intended for the tight end down the middle of the field.
Yeah, he caught up with him and was able to just stay with him stride for stride here. And let's see what T.Y. does this time here. Let's see what the play call is going to be.
Intended for Aiden Wilson, just a freshman.
Freshman.
Red Terrors break huddle. Here they come. Again, if I'm the Red Terrors, I just want to run the ball. I want to eat clock here, shorten the game. You don't want to get in a shootout with Evans. T.Y. keeps it straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, spins forward. He'll pick up about 6.
Good, tough running. He looked more like a running back. We know T.Y., this is not the position that he started off at the year. This is where you can see it.
And again, you know, something not to miss that we haven't really talked about a lot. We mentioned it once or twice. Rocky Hidalgo's in his 11th season at Glynn Academy. He's made the playoffs every single year he's been there. If he loses this game, that streak ends.
Yeah, and I think that these guys in black here are not trying to let that happen tonight.
Whistle, stop play. Glynn Academy wants to talk about it offensively. They don't like what they had on the field. 7:29, it's a 3rd and 5 for the Red Terrors.
Bishop, I don't know if they want to burn this timeout so early in the half.
No, not at all. But, you know, at least Rocky's hat's still on.
Yeah, and I guess right now this is an important drive, so you want to make sure that you get it right.
Especially on a 3rd and 5 here.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, you almost have to punt the football. And they've got the momentum at that point. They've just scored, get to within a score. They stop you, make you punt them the football, and now they're, you know, with all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, and they're up. And that's the one thing that they don't want to do right now. And I'm not saying that, you know, that even a punt here, pinning them back deep, is the best thing for Glynn, because the way they just marched down the field this last time.
They obviously made some halftime adjustments, right? Yeah. Because they did diddly nothing in the first half running the ball.
No, they didn't. It was just a good balance attack, that last drive there.
Yeah, and of course the big play down the field, throwing the ball. 7:29, third quarter. 21-17, Glynn is still on top. Evans has scored in their opening drive. Glynn trying to answer. They'll run the little pitch, and there it is. And it will be a first down for the Red Terrors over the 45 and down to the 47.
Sean Howard on the carry.
Good decision there.
I was going to say, a little option pitch, Jermaine.
Yeah, good decision. Was able to go ahead and keep it as long as he could.
That's the first down.
He kept that end honest. Pitched it out there to the big man.
Jermaine, when I was in my 20s and I would play NCAA football, I would always pick a team that had an athletic quarterback, and you could not beat me with the option.
After this play, I'm going to tell you what I used to do with that. Okay. I did the same exact thing.
And goes in motion. That's Wallace. They'll hand the ball up the middle, and it is met with two white jerseys, nowhere to go. They brought a blitz from the linebacker, had some help, and then a good defensive line tackle as well. 63 in on the tackle, Jack Harrington for Evans.
Yeah, they read that very well. I mean, right there, you had I thought it was still a good read right there. I probably could have actually tucked it, but that whole side of the line just caved in. And then talking about a read option, I did the same thing with that, man. I used to get Georgia, and I used to run it like crazy with DJ Shockley.
Yeah, yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, man, but that's what you got to use T.Y.'s ability in this.
There's the snap. They're going to run another option. He'll turn it up, and he's got running room close to the first down marker. He's going to be a few yards short over midfield into Evans territory. They'll put it at the 46.
This looks like play calling from the 2015 year when they had DJ Dallas. Because that play right there, he was still running. He was in the end zone. He was one of the best at judging that zone read there.
DJ Dallas, Garrison Hurd, Randon Jernigan, all on the same team.
That was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah, Greg Cross. Man, listen, they got
Greg Cross.
Not Greg Cross. I went back a little bit deeper.
They were in a little reverse, and now they've got some running room on the left side. And a great open field tackle to save a touchdown. It will still be a first down for the Red Terrors, but a great play by Antonio Taylor to take a touchdown off the board for the Red Terrors. Perfect call, perfect time. A lot of green there in front of Wallace, but a great open field tackle cuts it down.
And rightfully so. Coach Rock he's a little upset because his guy was out there and all he had to do was just get in his way as far as that lead block.
And he knew it. When he went there, he knew it.
He knew it.
Ball's at the 40 in Evans territory. Glynn's moving it again. They'll hand the ball off up the middle, and there is yardage there, about 4 or 5 yards, close to the 35. And Glynn's offense, remember, we started way back inside of our own territory, and now we are knocking on the door of getting it within field goal range, at least for Tuck Tucker.
And running out clock.
Yeah, down to 5 minutes and counting.
This is what you want to do. You just got to make sure you punctuate it with the score.
And they've been very methodical, huddled, taking their time. Broken huddle. Here's the play. Let's go. No rush. This is the formula for Rocky Hidalgo teams when they're at their best.
Yeah.
They'll run the option. He'll keep it and get upended. He got about half a yard.
Yeah, they played that very well. Make sure he gets up there.
Chisholm's okay.
Yeah.
It'll bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Red Terrors, and a good idea to hold it. Looked like the option, the pitch was covered.
Yeah, that the linebacker just played sound football right there. He stayed home and was able to kind of fill that gap, and things just went their way.
And sometimes, you know, when you're the quarterback and you don't pitch it and you hold it and you don't get much, it's still a positive play, because if you had pitched it, you would have lost yardage or worse.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen many turnovers created on that kind of play and that decision.
Wallace goes in motion. There's the snap. They're going to throw it back to him, and it's over his head. Close to being a backward lateral. I think it was, actually, but it will go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Harmlessly. And Glynn Academy will send their punt team, just overthrew it, but it was a backwards pass for sure. No doubt about it.
We just talked about it. This right here was certainly Brandon Jernigan. They did this a lot back there in the day. I haven't seen Glenn go this, go into playbook and do this in a while.
A little bit of confusion on the line there too before they snap the ball. 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Glenn Tucker to punt the ball away. Return man back, stand at the 11. There's the punt. It is a high, short end over end. It'll bounce at the 20, take a Red Terror bounce, or excuse me, take an Evans Knights bounce and be down at about the 25. They're going to mark it at the 26. 21-17, so Evans gets what they want. They got the Red Terrors to punt the football to them, and now Evans got a chance to go down the field and take the lead. Remember, Glenn started this game 14-0. Worlds a-blazing for the Red Terrors. Offense looked great, looked unstoppable. Evans couldn't move the football to start the game. And we were talking about this game looked like the Red Terrors were about to run Evans out of the stadium, and now here we are with Evans, a chance to take the lead in the football game.
Yeah, I didn't think that we would be in this position right now, but we got to see how Glenn responds right now, see if they can get back there and cause some trouble in the backfield.
Snap, they'll hand the ball off, up the middle, got some running room. And it'll be close to a first down to about the 35. That is where they'll mark it. He'll be a yard short. Jackson Swint handed the ball off straight up the middle to Braden Johnson.
And finally, this is what Evans wanted, to be able to get that ground game running.
Tell you what, it would be no small feat for Evans to have come in here and played the way they played to this point, being in this football game without their best offensive lineman and without their starting quarterback. Hats off.
And be able to make it into the playoffs, and hopefully they get a chance to resuit up if that was the way that it went out.
Snap. Swint's going to keep it on his own. Oh, and he took a big shot. He did gain about a yard. Let's see. So far, he's been tough about getting up off those big shots because he's taken a couple.
Yeah. Pretty brave of him. He's trying to put his body out there. Yeah.
2 Red Terrors right there in on the tackle.
Yeah.
Timothy Pierce also in on the tackle for the Red Terrors. Swint does the clap. Now he doesn't like it. Nobody jumped. He looks at the sideline. They'll send something else in. There it is. And now he'll snap. He'll throw. And it is a short pass complete. Breaks a tackle to about the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of about 8 yards. Just a little short throw and catch over the middle.
Yeah, they're mixing it up right now, and now they can because they got their ground game going. This is what Glenn did not want. They let them in the game. Now they're a little bit more confident, and now they have options. In the first half, running was not an option.
I've been waiting to say this name all game. Buddy Rogar on the reception.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Trip receivers to the near side. Now receiver goes in motion, and they will actually hand it to him on a jet sweep. He's trying to get over to the left side. Nothing doing. He lost a yard.
Great job of the safety coming up and filling that gap there.
3rd and 3 for the Evans offense.
Let's see if Glenn can go ahead and have a good 3rd down stand here.
It's a big 3rd down here in a football game.
It is. But I'm going to tell you they playing man. Let's hope that they can stay with them.
Nobody back deep for the Red Terrors. 3 receivers for Evans. Swint looking for the snap. There it is. He's going to keep it. And he tries to go straight up the middle, and he's well short. Didn't even get close. Yeah. Gained of a yard. He needed 3. He got 1. 4th and 2.
Let's see what they do.
I think you go for it here.
Yeah. I'm sure they're pretty confident in doing so, and that's what it looks like they're about to do.
Up in Statesboro, that game has now gone to the 4th quarter. Lakeside Evans 24. Statesboro has yet to score. 24-0 Lakeside Evans. 4th and 2. They are going to go for it. Does the clap, doesn't like it, looks at the sideline, gets the signal. Running back switches from left to right of the quarterback. Now he goes in motion. Snap. They're going to throw it to him. It's caught, and he's in trouble. And he's going to try and fight for the first down. Let's see if Glenn can stop him. And no, he powers his way to the first down. What a great individual effort to get the first down for the Evans Knights. Had him in the backfield 2 yards short, and he fought his way for the first.
I mean, like right there, 1, 2. Yeah, you got to make sure you put, that was a big play right there. You just gave Evans life, and now they're about to go into, I think they're going to let this just run on out into the fourth quarter.
Tarico Harper on the reception, 6 foot, 215 pounds.
And he used every bit of it.
Yep. 21-17 as the clock goes to triple zeros, the buzzer sounds. The Red Terrors up on top going to the fourth quarter. We got a good one for you, folks. Winner is in as a 4 seed of the playoffs. You're watching the Continental Sports Network.
That was big.
My name is Curtis Tumlin. I'm the president of the Glynn County Market. One of the core values at Prime South Bank is commitment to our local communities. We take great pride in helping student athletes find their prime. We're pleased to sponsor Terrors football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, we hope you enjoy the game tonight. Go Terrors!
Back here at Glynn County Stadium, the handoff off the right side spins him around, and he's not going to get much, maybe a couple of yards. Evans picks up a first down previously on 4th and about 2, where they powered their way to a first down. We roll into the fourth quarter. Glynn Academy's up on top, 21-17. Evans moving the football. They're now near midfield. Ball's on the 49 in their own territory, 2nd and 9.
This is a different Evans team than you saw in the first half.
I totally agree. Good point, Jermaine.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit more balanced, and they're actually a little bit more confident as well. And quite frankly, if I'm them, even now I'm down right now, this is where I want to be. I would feel good about my offense the way they've been moving the ball.
And the ball, Swint's going to throw. He takes another shot down the field, and he overthrows his receiver this time. And a flag,
Whoa.
2 flags come out. Looks like we might have a hold or maybe a pass interference. And they have killed the Red Terrors tonight, throwing the ball down the field.
The only problem with that is that ball was not catchable.
It's a great point. 10 yards overthrown.
They would have to pick that up. Yeah, I mean.
They called it. They did not pick it up, Jermaine.
No, man.
I agree with you. That ball's uncatchable, yeah.
That ball lands out of bounds if I'm not mistaken.
Not catchable.
Yeah.
Pass interference on the Red Terrors, so
man.
Move it up. And the Red Terror fans boo. I don't blame you.
I don't blame you either.
And that's a biggie. That's a 15-yarder. So that'll move the ball inside the 40 for Evans into Glynn territory, and now they're knocking on the door.
With a fresh set of down.
Right. 1st and 10. Man goes in motion. Swint takes the football. He'll hand the ball off the right side. Not much running room, and there's another flag down.
Looks like they're going to get some of that yardage back. Probably going to be a hold.
That's in the general direction when a flag comes out there. Jermaine's absolutely right. Typically, that's a hold. Yeah, man, walking backwards. Pretty good job tonight by this officiating crew, in my opinion. They've missed a couple, but for the most part, block in the back is what they got them for.
Look at it and see. Yeah.
Oh, illegal motion. Okay.
May have had a couple of guys moving at the same time or something like that.
That's exactly what it looked like. Man was still in motion when the running back began to move.
Glynn declines the penalty. The Red Terrors will take the result of the play.
Glynn decline the penalty. They'll take the result of the play. It was a loss, and the clock keeps running. Good move by Rocky. Second and 12.
Bishop, I'm feeling they're about to challenge him downfield.
Why not? Low snap. Quarterback picks it up off the turf. He's looking for some running room. He does find some, and he will get back to the original line of scrimmage. A pickup of 2, another busted play.
That's been kind of a Achilles heel for them on some potential good looks early on in the first half, and I know for Evans, that's not something that they want. I'm trying to see, was his knee down even when he got that ball?
Fortunate went between the 2 guys that were in motion there.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that, Jermaine. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Does he have the football when it's down, though? 3rd and 10 for Evans. 10:07, 10:06, 10:05. And goes in motion out in the flat. Swint to throw. He throws it deep down the middle, and it is going to be caught for a touchdown. And Evans has come all the way back and taken the lead away from the Red Terrors.
And their quarterback paid for it, but man, I'm telling you, he put his body on the line for it, and that connection has been good all game.
I believe that was Ian Mitchell on the reception for the Evans Knights. And Swint is being helped off the field, by the way. He took a shot to throw the football, but it was good for a touchdown. Now Evans leads 23-21, pending the extra point. A 37-yard pass. They'll line it up to kick. Snap is good. The hole gets down and the kick is up. It's a low line drive, but it is good. Evans has come all the way, storming back. They have dominated the second half so far. And here's the big hit.
I mean,
he got lit up.
He got lit up, but man, he hit his guy in stride.
Yes, he did.
Nice tight, I can't even talk tonight. A tight sparrow, right in stride. They have to, Glynn has to get an answer for that.
Bryson Crew was the man that caught the touchdown, so I stand corrected. And it is now 24-21. The Evans Knights have taken the lead, and all of a sudden, things are getting dicey for the Red Terrors. They've been comfortably ahead for the majority of this football game. Now they trail under 10 minutes. Your season's on the line.
Yeah, season's on the line. That last series for them was huge. They didn't move the ball. They didn't get points out of it. And right now, Evans is smelling blood, man. They're looking like they want to go ahead and put this one out of their misery. Put Glynn out of their misery on this one here.
Lakeside Evans has extended their lead in the fourth quarter, 31-0 over Statesboro. So you can eliminate Statesboro from the equation at this point. It's down to these 2 teams.
14 unanswered points. This has been their half.
They've run the ball at will here in the second half. Low line drive kick, and it will be fielded at the 2, bounce off his chest, and then he fields it, brings it up to the 10, still on his feet to the 20, finds a seam at the 30, and he will bring it out close to the 40-yard line, a little short, and the Red Terrors will take over with good field position. 9:46 to go in the season for somebody. 24-21, Evans on top. Glynn Academy now trying to rally and put some points on the board to get back ahead.
Yeah, it's time for them to put together a good drive. Let's go ahead and, make sure they win the battle in the trenches. And it just seems like it's been going Evans' way on both sides in this half here.
It has been all Evans second half.
Tale of 2 halves.
Yeah, it was mostly Glynn in the first half. Evans has dominated the second half. The adjustments that Evans made at the half have really paid dividends. There's the snap. Glynn will hand the ball off over the right side, and they will pick up some positive yards, about 4 on the play. Over the 40-yard line to about the 42.
You got to get those tough yards there. If you do that every time, you're going to get first downs all the way down the field. Win at the line of scrimmage. That's what Glynn needs to do here to stay alive.
And in motion, they will hand it or toss it to him. He's got the edge. He tries to break a tackle. He'll get close to the 50-yard line. Actually gets over the 50. They'll push him out of bounds there. It's another Red Terror first down. Ball's at the 49 in Evans territory. Glynn has done a good job of running the football tonight.
Yeah, the one thing that I'm looking at, though, I'm looking at Glynn's sideline right now, man. Somebody got to get in the game. Like, there's no excitement right now. Your season's on the line.
Feels a little flat. I agree.
Yeah, it's flat.
24-21. Evans up on top of Glynn. Snap, hands the ball. No, he'll keep it, he'll pitch it. And to the 50 and down at about the 47-yard line. I feel like that if he'd have cut it out, maybe there's a little bit more yardage, but he played it safe, took it back to the hash marks. That's fine.
Yeah.
2-yard gain to the 47, second down and 8.
I'm just glad that, again, he secured the pitch.
That's key, right?
Yeah, man, it gets a little scary when those pitches seem like they're just swing passes.
DJ Creighton on the carry for the Red Terrors. Now the clock almost becomes, it's still plenty of time, but it becomes a Terrors enemy as long as they're on the short end of the score. The up back moves from the left to the right. There's the snap. They're going to run another option, and Chisholm will take it back up and turn it upfield. And he's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4, and then they push him back late. Whistles finally blow to stop the play dead.
Oh.
And there's a late flag comes out.
To the 44. Late flag.
It's thrown by the white hat, so let's see what he says. Unsportsmanlike against Glynn. Holy great googly moogly.
That's not what they wanted.
He wanted the flag for late hit. He didn't get it, and then he said something to the official when he got up. Okay, I get it. Frustration play there for Chisholm. And as you can see, we are keeping an eye on the Brunswick High score, 26-6. Brunswick is up on Bradwell. Brunswick needs 42 points to tie the all-time points scored record in a single season. If they score 43, they eclipse it. Here is 24-21 Evans. Glynn's facing a 3rd and good long ways. Yeah. You do the math, Jermaine.
3rd and 21.
Pump fake, now he's in trouble. He'll roll to his right looking to throw. He heaves one up, and it is batted down at about the 50. And there is you're talking about the Glynn sideline looking flat. That's not what we see on the Evans side. They are fired up.
They are. And I know Glynn wanted a call there, but Glynn is putting himself in this position, man. It shouldn't be like this. And I'm looking at the sideline, man. There's no energy here, none.
7:52, 4th and 21. Tucker will kick this thing away. Evans' returner stands at the 26 to return it.
We still got a lot of ball to play here.
They play punt safe. It's a high driving kick. It'll be fielded at the 24. He brings it to the left. He's got a block over the 30, and Glynn will run him out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. Pretty decent starting field position for the Evans Knights. 7:42. We were talking about Glynn taking their time and running the football. That's what Evans wants to do right here.
Yeah, and you bet that they're going to try to do what they can to get out of here with a win. If they are controlling the line of scrimmage here, they're going to do it. But it's funny. It seems like their go-to play is just run down the hashes.
Statesboro has scored 24-8. They got a 2-point conversion as well.
Gotcha. They're on the board.
They're on the board. Ball's at the 38-yard line, 7:42. You know, I remember a very talked about game. I guess it must have been 2014 maybe. Camden Lowndes down at Chris Gilman. Lowndes was up by like 4 points late in the fourth quarter. It was about 11 minutes to go, 11 and change, and Lowndes got the football and just like a 14-play drive and never gave it back to Camden. Won the game, and then Evans takes another shot down the field, and it is incomplete, overthrew his receiver.
The first down pass is incomplete.
But it was there.
Bring up second down.
It was there.
Got about 3 or 4 steps on it, Jermaine.
Yeah, I'm wondering just what is, or his play call, what is Glenn seeing right now? Because nobody they have back there. They're playing straight man, and they're getting torched right now.
I'll be honest, I don't really understand that play call. 7:36 to go in the football game. You've got the lead. Get the clock running. Man goes in motion. There's the snap. They're going to throw it again, and it is complete this time. And a big-time tackle in the backfield or right at the line of scrimmage. The defensive back comes up and makes a play for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, Sean Wallace.
Read that perfect.
Sean Wallace had a pretty good night.
Yeah, he has. I actually thought that the blocking on that was a little early, but he was able to get around that and be able to make that tackle there. Great open field tackle.
Dorian Chance on the reception for the Evans Knights. Now the clock rolls towards 7 minutes, and the shorter that clock gets, the less the Red Terrors like it at this point. 3rd and 10 for Evans. Glynn needs a big stop here. Figure that Evans is going to try and throw the football here. Swint takes the snap, he looks to throw, still looking, he's going to step up and he's hit, and a flag comes out, and he goes down around the line of scrimmage. The flag came out from the line judge, so let's see what that is.
I tried to call it last time. I think I'm going to just wait until I see what they signal. I do know if it's against Evans, Glynn is going to decline it more than likely.
Illegal motion against Evans, and they do indeed decline it. It'll bring up a 4th and 10, 6:43 to go here in the football game. Evans will punt.
This is what they needed. This is exactly what Glynn needed. Now they have new life.
Things starting to get real now.
Yeah.
Tyler Wallace to kick for Evans. Stands at the 23 to punt the thing away. Evans trying to milk the clock here, take as much time as they can. There it is. They will punt it. It's another low line drive, and it'll be fielded at the 25, looking for a block to the 30, to the 40, still on his feet over the 45, and gets tripped up there. Pretty good return there by the Red Terrors.
Yeah, Lockett, I think he wanted to go ahead and take this one in his own hands and say, Coach, I'll put the team on my back. Let me go ahead and get these points.
One thing he did do is put the Red Terrors in good starting field position, 47-yard line. They are on their side of the field, but will start from midfield.
This could potentially be their last drive.
And I accidentally did it. Will start, right? Yeah. 6:18 to go. Somebody's season's going to be over. Somebody is punching a trip to Rome next week. There's the snap. The Red Terrors will hand the ball straight up the middle. They'll pick up about 4 over the midfield stripe into Evans territory.
Yeah, this is where you want to see that offensive line certainly boss up right now. Go ahead and win their individual battles, play assignment sound football, and let's just keep moving the ball forward.
Frederick Academy Knights looks like they're about to have their season come to an end. 4th quarter, they trail Valwood 35-7 in the first round of the GISA playoffs. Back here, 24-21, Evans. Glynn trying to make a comeback here, win the football game and get to Rome. Hand off straight up the middle, and there'll be a Glynn Academy first down over the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Deshaun's running a little meaner right now.
Glynn showing some fight and some life here. Clock continues to roll. We're at 5:40, 5:39. Glynn kind of rushes up to the line of scrimmage now. A little bit of urgency here for the Red Terrors. Wallace in motion. They'll hand the ball straight up the middle. There's a big hole over the 30. Runs a man over the 20 to the 10. He's going to score. The Red Terrors take the lead.
3 straight runs, and he was intent in getting to the end zone.
Howard took the snap up the middle, and he Herschel Walkered the guy.
Well, if you saw, there were 2 strong runs right before that. I mean, he had 2 guys hanging off of him. That's how you go ahead and take the team and put them on your back. This junior here has certainly got a lot to look forward to in the future. Came up big for his team right now.
Deshaun Howard was not going to be denied getting into the end zone there.
Just wondering if it's too much time on the clock.
38-yard run. The Red Terrors retake the lead. The extra point is good. It's now a 28-24 Red Terror lead with 5:19 to go.
Let's take a look at this again here. Watch the strong run. Good shifting, running through tackles.
Right there, right there. Lowered his shoulder, put him to the ground. Great run.
Great run.
5:19 to go in the football game, 28-24, Glynn Academy on top. We're going to stay right here. Playoff berth on the line here, Jermaine.
Yeah, I would say he was running with a purpose. And he puts Glynn back on top right now. Let's see if Glynn can play some inspired defense. And I want to see that defensive line come back to life like they did in the first half.
And the good thing here, too, is, right, 4-point lead. So a field goal doesn't force you into overtime or beat you. They've got to score a touchdown to beat the Red Terrors.
It's just the way that the Evans has been moving. They've been getting in the end zone. I think they kicked that one field goal in the first half, early in the first half.
Glynn's done a better job of playing here in the fourth quarter because they got dominated in the third.
Yes, they did.
Good job with the coaching staff making some adjustments. He'll bring it out to the 10. He'll break a tackle. Still on his feet to the 20, dances and weaves to the 30. Now he's down the sideline, breaking tackles over the 40 to the 45, and he'll put Evans in good field position.
Yeah, that right there was not great special teams play for Glynn. He shouldn't have got across the 20.
Agreed. 5:08 separates one of these teams from going home and one of these teams making a 6-hour bus ride next week up to Rome, maybe 7.
Yeah, it's a good long ways, but I tell you, it may feel long, but if you win the night, you're going to be just glad to be on the bus and be playing another week.
Absolutely. And again, I don't think Rome is unbeatable.
No.
Snap. He'll hand the ball off the right side, and he's still on his feet. He'll plunge forward for another couple of yards and another positive running yard. Evans has done a much better job running the football in the second half. Braden Johnson on the carry for Evans.
Yeah, they're finding some success with this here, and just glad that your defender there, he wrapped up.
And again, they're doing this without their best offensive lineman and without their starting quarterback.
Yeah, but the attitude, man, look at the way those offensive linemen are running up to the ball.
There's the snap, and they will hand to Johnson again, and he is
Great
swallowed in the backfield by a host of black jerseys.
Yes, good job, big man, getting back there and being disruptive.
And to bring up a 3rd and long, big third down here in the football game.
Yeah, he wasn't letting him go.
Ian Lane on the tackle for Glynn Academy, or in on the tackle, I should say. 3rd and 9 for Evans. The ball is placed on the 48. They've got to get it across the other 48 on the other side of the field.
What do you think they're going to do here, Bishop?
You got to throw it.
Yeah. This is the play I would have put T.Y. on the field on.
3 receivers set, snap, Swint looks, he will throw over the middle deep, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. He had him open for a moment, and he could not reel it in. Christian Scott.
You couldn't have played that better. He got his hand in there, no pass interference. Watch this, good piece of work.
Yeah, great defensive play by Irvin Rowe.
But yet they have one more time, and if you look at it, he had a step on him. This is where I would put I will have T.Y. on the field right now. He's a natural defensive back, and your season is on the line a little bit here.
4th and 9, 3:44. Evans wants to take a timeout and talk about it. Yeah, you're saying you want one of your best athletes out there to play defense here in the secondary in T.Y. Chisholm.
I would. That's where he was at the beginning of the year. And right now, this is where I was telling him, hey, turn your Champ Bailey on, man. You got to get back there and keep everything in front of you.
4th and 9. I feel like that Evans, they had that play open a few moments ago when they ran it from the opposite side. They just flipped the play, ran it from this side, and it was there. So now, you ran that play 2 different times within the last 2 minutes or so. You don't think you'll go back to it for a 3rd time. So if you're Evans, what do you call here? What have you got to look at what you've had success doing as far as running plays. What play have you run where you feel confident that you can get 10 yards for a first down against the Red Terror defense? What have you done successfully, especially in the second half?
It seems to be.
Go ahead.
What they would do, Bishop, is they're going to actually take that running back, put him in motion, get that linebacker out of the picture, and watch that inside guy. If they're running trips or if they're running twins on either side, the inside guy running up the hashes, he's wide open. And I would imagine they'd probably do, well, they emptied it out right now, so Let's see which way they go here.
I would take two of these trip receivers, try and clear some linebackers, and have another receiver come out underneath it. Oh, they're going to run a trick play. They'll throw it in the back, and then he will heave it down the field, and there are 3 Red Terrors standing there, and it's intercepted, and that might do it for the Red Terrors. The ball is intercepted to the 25. Glynn Academy was absolutely ready for that.
They were ready for it, but I am just surprised at the play call there. Because what has been working for them, they went away from it.
Charlie Bates was the quarterback that made the pass, and he was hit as he threw, and he threw it into triple coverage.
Yeah, there's no need for trickeration, if that's a word, when what you're doing has been working. I mean, they have been beating Glynn deep all game just by lining up in double, trips or twins and just going right up the hashes.
Intercepted by Quan Coleman, by the way. Yeah, what I would have done is I would have taken those 2 receivers, I'd have run them over the middle, cleared the linebackers out, and then had the 3rd receiver come in behind them.
Yeah. That makes sense, man. I mean, I guess they see things differently.
Well, we don't get paid to do that stuff.
No. I just think that there was some desperation there in that play there that they didn't need anything.
What a great perspective. That was a desperation play call, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But my thing was what they were doing was methodical and it's been working.
Glynn will pick up about 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Now the clock is their friend as we begin to roll under 3 minutes. Tick, 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 tick. Brunswick High 43, Bradwell Institute 6. Brunswick High breaks the all-time single-season scoring record for the 2024 team. That offense is elite. They can score with anybody.
And next year they're going to be good and primed to do it again. I mean, the way that they reloaded those positions, you got Big Heads Kent coming back, and then they're just reloading with Towns leaving. And heck, they got 2 guys, and Isaiah Gibbons, I forgot my guy, I think it's Gibbons. And they just got some great skill players, so it's no surprise they put up these kind of numbers this year.
3rd and 1 for the Red Terrors. This is a big 3rd down here.
It is.
Now, we've kind of already gotten excited and started thinking about Rome, but Glynn's got to salt this thing away. This is not an automatic. Snap, they'll hand the ball up the middle, and they push him sideways. I don't think he got the first.
No.
Nope, they're going to mark him short. He's a yard short, 4th and 1. What do you do if you're Rocky? 1:57 to go in the football game, 4th and 1. You know if you get the first down, you can pretty much ice the game and put it away. But if you don't get it, you give them the ball in great field position to score a game-winning touchdown.
So right now, I know that they called that timeout on Evans' side to just say, hey, listen, let's stay disciplined, because you already anticipate what Glynn is going to do. They're going to try to draw them offside. They're going to try to make them doom themselves. I think I would go for it. I would. I think right now you got a little momentum on your side, but at the same time, you got a 200-plus pound running back in the backfield there that can fall forward and get this one.
You are a braver man than I'd punt the thing here.
Well, the only thing about this is now, if you're not going to spread them out, if you're not going to at least have twins out to one side or even run trips and there's no need to try to do it. If you're going to have everybody, if you're going to play like an 11-person, don't do it.
I tell you,
you can't have run against 9 in the box. That's what I'm saying on this right here. Now spread them out.
I'll tell you what, don't put it past Rocky Hidalgo to send them out there thinking that he's going to try and draw them off sides and then snap the football.
Yeah.
He's done it before. 4th and 1. This is the season. Glynn Academy picks up this yard. They will advance to Rome. Evans tried to make a stop to give themselves a chance to score and punch their ticket to Rome. Chisholm comes up under center. Now he backs out. Right now they're trying to get him to jump, and they did not. Good disciplined defense there. Glynn Academy will take a timeout. 4th and 1. And now the punt team looks like the punt team will trot out, and Glynn Academy will punt this thing away. Tucker on the field. Now the special teams come back to the sideline. I'm sure Rocky wants to say, hey, look, let's make sure we get a good snap, make sure we field the ball, good kick. Everybody do what they're supposed to do here.
I see Roy Mangrum, Glynn alumni, saying, keep the lead, Glynn. I see you. Come on, Glynn, Eddie Wall. On socials, man, everybody's pulling for Glynn. Let's go, Evans.
All right, Johnny Moore.
Johnny Moore. Yes, sir, Joe Willie Sousa. Who you pulling for, Joe?
Joe Willie Sousa, Georgia Association of Broadcasting Hall of Famer. Evans return man back to return inside of his own 30. Minute 57. Lynn's going to punt this thing away, or at least that's what it looks like. They line up. Yep, they'll kick it high end over end. Good punt by Tucker. It will bounce. It'll take an Evans bounce and then take an Evans roll, and Glynn will down it at the 40. So you didn't get that much field position out of that, Jermaine.
No, you didn't. Now here comes the drama. You got just under 2 minutes, and Evans, I'm sure, going to be taking a couple of deep shots here, and I hope Glynn is ready for it.
As far as timeouts go, the Glynn Academy Red Terrors have 1 timeout left. Evans has 1 as well. So both teams with 1 timeout, a minute 49, so Evans can stop the clock 1 time. First and 10 from the 41, Evans on their side of the field. And they got to move fast. There's only a minute 49, and as we just said, they only have 1 timeout. And goes in motion out the backfield. Swint's going to throw it. He will heave it, and it is almost intercepted. Boy, I thought it was going to be picked as soon as he left his hands. And great googly moogly, Jermaine.
Yeah, Jameer Williams has done that already this year. A couple of weeks ago, he had a pick 6, but he was in position, and I know he wanted this.
Looks like Swint wanted to throw it deep, and then the last second changed his mind and just threw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty dangerous play there. He's living, he got a chance to live to fight another day on this one here.
That'd have been a good way to punch your ticket in the playoffs.
Yes, it would.
Trip receivers to the far side of the field for Evans. We're now at a minute 44, 2nd and 10. Snap, Swint looks to throw, and he pumps and then pulls it down, and he will go forward, and he'll be tackled for a gain of 1. 3rd and 9 now for Evans, and now the clock runs. Tick, 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 tick. They got to hurry up and get lined up. Christian Scott, the last one back now. He's lined up, ready to go. Swint says, let's go. And a flag comes out, and they're going to get him for delay of game. False start, false start. Man, that hurts if you're Evans. A minute 18, you can mark off 5 yards.
Yeah, but at this point, we know what Evans is going to do. Right now, it's just that their success rate has been pretty high. We hope it does not continue on this next play.
Yeah, you can't run the football here. You got to throw it down the field.
Got to, got to. Hopefully this front gets some pressure.
3rd and 14.
There you go,
Tay. They do. They run him out of the pocket, and they're going to get him in the backfield.
There you go, Tay.
Down he goes. It'll bring up a 4th and forever, and more importantly, the clock will continue to roll, and Evans is going to have to take their last time out and stop the clock there.
They have to, but watch here. Tay Green playing like Mean Joe Green right here. 3 sacks on the night.
He's my player of the game.
Yeah, he's had a huge impact on this game.
It is final. Lakeside has eliminated Statesboro from playoff contention, 31-8. Your final, Statesboro's out.
Yeah, man. I honestly, just watching what has been happening in Statesboro here lately, you know, it's been just different. Statesboro has been a powerhouse for many years, and they've been on a slide here. I'm sure that they're going to look to try to regain some of that former glory here in the next year.
Well, what's happened up there, right, is you've seen a lot of people move out toward the Brooklet area, and some of that talent is trickling over to Southeast Bullock, and then you know, Bullock Academy and the GISA has become a powerhouse, and they're recruiting a lot of those kids that might have gone to Statesboro. Instead, they're going over to Bullock Academy. So all that talent that's there is getting pulled in a whole bunch of different directions now.
I mean, that's just like what we saw, how the power was divided in Lowndes County. Once Lowndes was built, and how Valdosta was winning, all of a sudden you start seeing a shift. And right now it's been steady kind of on both sides here. So
yeah, they're both still really good.
They are.
A minute 2, here we go. Season 4th and 28 for Evans. They got to come up with a miracle play. They got to get the ball all the way into their territory, or in the Glynn territory, to the 49-yard line. There aren't very many plays in the playbook for that. They'll heave one deep, and it is overthrown, and it's going to be intercepted by the Red Terrors, and that's it. Intercepted at the 30-yard line, and Glynn Academy is going to survive They're going to advance to the GHSA playoffs. They will be the 4th seed, barring something catastrophic here in the last 55 seconds. You never know.
Yeah, he turned receiver very quick there.
Another interception for Owen Road.
Yeah, Glynn looks, by all means, looks like they're going to get out of here with the win and have another week of practice and be able to go up to Rome. I don't know, play some good ball up there. Hopefully they get a chance to just make a run.
Look, Rome is a #1 seed because they are a good football team, okay? Yeah. Their region is not, it's not Region 2 or even the Camden, Valdosta Lowndes. It's not that, right? Yeah. Rome's a good football team. I do think that on paper, sure, Glenn's going to take a knee here. Sure, on paper, they're better than the Red Terrors, absolutely. Is Glynn Academy good enough to go up there and beat them? Yes, absolutely. We'll take a look at the bracket here just in a moment.
See everybody leaving now.
Glynn milking the clock, 36 seconds before we head to playoff time. And again, you know, we're going to make a correction. Thomas County Central is not the 3 seed at the top of your screen. They are the 2 seed. Brunswick, you see, will get Villa Rica next week, and then they will play the winner of Thomas County, or Coffee and Early County, which will probably be Coffee. So Brunswick's going to get Coffee County in the 2nd round. Glenn, on the other hand, they will head to Rome, and if they get by Rome, then they will get Thomas County Central in the 2nd round. So tough draws for both the Pirates and the Red Terrors either way.
No better time at this point than to play your best ball. You know, you made it that far, you might as well keep playing. The season's on the line, and, you know, congratulations to both of these schools in our county. We generally have been, we've been spoiled, you know. Both of these teams making the playoffs every year, or most times, so we're looking forward to seeing them just continue on.
Rocky Hidalgo Street continues 11 for 11. We want to thank you for joining us here on the Continental Sports Network. 28-24, Glynn Academy, your winners. They'll head to the playoffs for Jermaine Johnson. I'm Jason Bishop. Thank you for joining us. Good night.